Okay. So y'all know that I had this set for November. Well, I was able to go ahead and get this out the way before November. So what I want to talk about is some pro black people and some pro white people. Now, in reality, you see things differently once you start dating out of your race. You see how people can be so not just jealous, not just hateful and envious, but people can be racist and prejudiced. What I have learned since I've been dating out of my race is that people can be very racist and they can say they're not racist, but if you feel like opposite race shouldn't talk to another race, you is the problem. And I'm not coming for pro black people as a whole, but I'm saying the pro black community is the problem. For example, Dr. Umar, some of the things that Dr. Umar say, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because he, for the black people, right? But if you pay attention to Dr. Umar do not really agree with black women dating out of their race, marrying out of their race, even though we all know that Dr. Umar have been spotted with um snow bunnies and all those things. You have some black guys, not all of them, but some of them will be so pro-black, but they be sneaking around and creeping around with white women. Now, am I saying all white women are bad? No, that's not what I'm saying. And let me tell y'all something beautiful. When you have an interracial relationship and it's not about fetishization, it's beautiful. I ran into these interracial couple in public. I did not feel or see no fetishization going on with that interracial couple. They had beautiful biracial children. Okay, I was just thinking about what I'm gonna have to tell my son, um, in how my biracial kids are going to understand and know that they're going to always be able to pass as white, even though they're in their DNA, their genetics is going to be black and white. There's going to be a difference always, because they have everything to do with um, privilege. And so my kid's going to know the difference. My son is going to know history, but I'm not going to be biased and tell my son that all Caucasian people are bad, that all black folk are bad. Now, it is true that all black folks are not kinfolk. That is 100% true. All black people are not riding for you. All black people are not supporting you. All black people are not, you're not going to give you that moral support. They just not. They're not going to support you because they don't believe in what you believe in. They don't do it. It's a lot of black people that it's sad, but you have to divest from your own kinfolk. I have seen you have to divest from not only the black community, but you have to divest from a lot of black men. I'm going to say black guys because I'm tired of saying black men. And you have to divest from a lot of black women because a lot of black people in the black community, they is racist. They feel like you are an abomination. They feel like, because they feel like when it comes to the black nation don't supposed to be with nobody but the black nation. But the thing is, Long as you have this mentality of fear that you feel like black people only belong with black people, you are the problem and you is the reason for division. Now, some people not going to agree with me and some people is. But the thing is, if you feel like other races shouldn't deal with each other, you is the problem. If you feel like it's an abomination when it comes to biracial babies, if you feel like people, your own race or your own ethnicity is going extinct because they are mixing with other races, you are the problem for division. And you need to work on yourself, and you need to help yourself, and you need to educate yourself on everything. You need to help yourself. Like, seriously, like, these are not the slavery times. These are not these times anymore. Like, there is hope out there for plenty black women. There's hope out there. And at the end of the day, what get on my nerves is when it comes to the pro-black community, they feel like it's an abomination. And then they try to come out of the Bible. What some people fail to realize, God is not the author of confusion. Don't put the Bible in your mess. Don't add the Bible to try to prove to people that they don't need to date out their race or marry out of their race. Because for one thing, God have never said that it is a abomination for you to date with the opposite race. That never came out of his mouth. But people like to add and take away from the Bible. Of course, a lot of people will try to make it seem like God saying that it is an abomination for you to date out and marry out and make mixed biracial children, kids, babies, however you want to put it. Because a lot of black people, they live in fear and they still have that slavery mentality, and they still think about what black people went through when they was in slavery and when they was enchained and all the rest of those things. They feel like because of slavery, they feel like all white people are going to make them suffer. And that's why a lot of black people, they is still racist and prejudiced and biased because they deep down, they got a deep rooted hate and disdain for white people. And I don't care who get mad with me, but because it's the truth. A lot of black people have a hate and a disdain for white people. Why? It's because of slavery, and they use this against every white person. And one thing I don't do on my channel, and I tell people all the time, I'm pro-black. Ain't nothing pro-black about my channel. I used to be pro-black. I never protested for no black guys. Now you can call that self-hating, call it what you want, call it. But it's good that I never protest for black guys. I never did none of that. Even when I was pro-black. Now, at the end of the day, this how I feel. A lot of black people have a lot of hate and disdain, and they have a lot of jealousy in their heart and envy. And they see it as it got to be competition, or you trying to make somebody jealous, or you trying to get up under somebody's skin. But it's not the case. A lot of black women just don't want to date their own men no more and don't see themselves marrying their own men no more. Like, I can speak for myself. I don't care how many decent, fine, good-looking black guys out here. I am not interested. For the bad white guys that's out here, that's not my problem. I'm not worrying about the bad white guys that's out here. I've healed from a lot of things. I've been there. I've done that. I'm 27 years old. I know what to do, what not to do. I have a whole child. I have a deceased child. I don't need nobody trying to handle me like a child or treat me like a child and tell me who I can and cannot date or who I can and cannot marry, because that's their biggest fear. If that's your biggest fear, don't try to project your fear onto everybody. Just because you have a fear of interracial dating, marriage, don't try to project that fear onto everybody. If you don't feel comfortable with dating out your race or marrying out your race, don't try to guilt trip nobody or shame nobody for marrying and dating out of their race. You cannot shame somebody for dating and marrying out of their race, especially when black men been doing it since the beginning of time. And when I see other black women that jump on this bandwagon talking about white men, all white men are not bad. It's a lot of black men that can vouch that all white men are not bad. Why you think some of them work with white men? Why you think some of them have jobs with white men? Because all of them not bad, as some people try to make them. And I see it all the time. I see white guys linking up with black guys. I see them having a friendship. I see them building and working and being productive with each other as men. I see this outside of doing social media. I see the opposite race being equal. I hate division. I'm not a person for division. So if you don't like me, that's fine, but that's not going to stop me from living my life. Nobody can stop me from dating out of my race. You can shame me all you want to, but you know better than me. If you have dated out of your race, you have married out of your race, you cannot judge me. You cannot look down on me. You cannot be shallow. If you have dated a white woman or you done been married to a white woman, you is the white man's slave and pet for his daughter. You is the master. You're going to get that same energy. You is the master pet. Okay? Some pro-black people do too much. And from what I have seen, if you really support your brothers and your sisters, you will support your brothers and your sisters to get out of poverty, okay? To get out of poverty, to stop suffering and choose their mental health. And you would decide to stop being delusional about black love, because black love is dead. And y'all get mad when people say black love is dead, but it is. Black love is not like how it used to be from back in the day. Black love have changed a lot. And too many black women is not going to get black love, not going to find black love, because you got too many black guys out here that just want to use and take advantage of their own women and stomp on their necks and treat them like they're nothing. Don't appreciate them. Take them for granted. Don't respect them. Don't value them. Black love is dead. You don't got too many black guys that wants to do what a man's supposed to do, take on the roles and the responsibilities and the duties that a man's supposed to take. You have a lot of black guys that just want to sit on their butt and be lazy. And a lot of black women is just not going for that no more. They just not going for that no more. It's either you be a man or you got to get the fuck on. That's what it is. And for y'all who always say that race have something to do with something, no, it don't. Race have nothing to do with nothing. But if you're going to choose to date out or marry out, race do have something to do with it. Because at the end of the day, what a lot of people don't want to acknowledge, when you pro-black, you shouldn't be so pro-black to where you biased when it comes to your dating life, your marrying life, or your dating choices. You shouldn't be so biased, and you shouldn't have such a hate and a disdain for people that you don't see yourself being with somebody that don't look like you, that don't have your same skin complexion. Now that's you. If you want to just sit there and you want to just be with somebody that look like you, then that's you. But don't try to project that onto everybody. Don't try to force that down everybody's throat. Don't try to make that everybody's choice and everybody's decision. Don't try to group us all together because you pro-black, because it will never work, because you will always get your feelings hurt. Because you pro-black and you don't understand. You haven't you haven't walked away from a lot of things. You still have that pro-black mentality. You still have that mentality where you feel like you owe loyalty to one group. A lot of pro-black people feel like you supposed to continue to settle for crumbs and be loyal to one group. You supposed to continue to settle for crumbs and settle for less and be loyal to black men. No, baby. No. No, black women been loyal for decades, for years, for centuries. Look it up in history. Look it up. Do your research how long black women was loyal. And it's the least marry out and date out. But we have the most options. And most black women already have done the healing, have done the inner work. When it comes to self-improvement, when it comes to self-reflection, and seeing ourselves in the mirror for what it really is. And most black women have always took up. Most have already took up accountability. A lot of black women already have been in therapy. We have done our healing. We're not trying to project on people. We're not trying to deflect. We're not trying to manipulate. We're not trying to gaslight. We're not trying to guilt trip. We're not trying to shame black men because they are dating out or they are marrying. I don't never see no black women trying to shame black men for being married to other races of women. I don't see it. Now, when they got something to do with fetishization, that's when they got something to say. When it's just a fetish. But I do not see black women feeling some type of way, being in their feelings because you got black guys out here that is marrying out of their race. It be mostly the Tyrones that be feeling entitled and it hurt their ego because they can no longer have control or access to their women. And they want to join the fight about it and they want to go toe-to-toe. They won't go toe-to-toe with the white man. They will just talk about the white man behind their back, but they won't tell them to their face. They will come to their own women channels and pages and try to belittle them and insult them and bully them and shame them out of jealousy and think that that's going to make them and that's going to convince them and that's going to change their mind so they can no longer date out or marry out. But that do not work on all black women. That most definitely don't work on me because I know when somebody is trying to shame somebody. So you can't shame me. You can't belittle me. You can't insult me. You can't tell me nothing about myself that I don't already know that I'm still working on. A lot of black women are still working on loving themselves more than loving a man. All of us are not just talking to white men because we need somebody to save us. So that narrative and that weird narrative and stereotype needs to go because just because we talk to white men, that don't mean we need to be saved. That means that in a lot of ways, when it comes to the black community, they are rescuing us. They're not saving us. So I wish people would stop with this narrative about putting white men on a pedestal because it's some black women doing that, for example, and I'm not even trying to go there. You got a lot of black women that are literally, and it's not just Caucasian women, it's a lot of black women that's really thirsting after Nicholas Chavez. Now, he's been put on a pedestal because this man played in Monsters and now he playing in this other show. Now, he been put on a pedestal. Now, do you have black women that put other races of men on a pedestal? Absolutely. Now, do some of us uplift Men who treat us right and know how to treat us, absolutely. If you treat black women right, they gonna uplift you. So if that's seen as worship, praise, put them on a pedestal, if that's seen cringy, weird, creepy, thirsty, don't watch it. Don't follow it. Don't subscribe to it. Block us. If y'all feel like all black women ain't doing nothing but worshiping white men, then guess what y'all can do? It's always a block button. If you don't want to see something, if you don't agree with something, just block that person. If y'all feel like all black women ain't doing nothing but worshiping and praising, y'all always trying to throw shade and shots, worshiping and praising the Brads and the Chads and the, you know, if y'all feel like that's what black women is just doing, just worshiping and praising and putting other men on the pedestal, it's a block button. It's an unsubscribe button. You can always touch it, baby. You don't got to watch. You don't got to watch. If it hurts your heart that bad and it hurts your ego, you mad because you ain't got control and access of your women no more. It's not that deep. Baby, just unsubscribe. Save yourself the disappointment, because on my channel, that's all you going to see. On my channel, that's all I'm going to promote. I done told people so many times I'm not pro-black. So I can't relate to the pro-black mindset of just being loyal to one group of person. It's just not what I'm not fit to do. That's just not me anymore. 6 months strong. I've been dating out of my race. Nothing can change my mind or convince me. Nothing can shame me into going back to black guys. Nothing can make me want to change my mind. Nothing can convince me. The diamonds in the rough that's out there, I'm happy. I'm happy for black women who actually find diamonds in the rough. But all black women do not find happiness, and all black women do not find peace in dating and marrying black men. That's just the reality. The stats don't lie. The rates don't lie. And when it comes to domestic violence, it's a small percentage and small amount of white men abusing women, period, no matter what color it is or race it is. So the scaring tactics, I'm tired of the scaring tactics, the manipulation, the fear mongering. Stop trying to fear-mong black women. Stop trying to use scare tactics, gaslight, and manipulation, because we can see through narcissistic traits. And we can see through narcissistic tendencies. And that's all narcissistic people do. Narcissistic people want to try to make you live in fear and fearmong you, because they no longer have that control, that access over you. They want you to continue to be loyal to your own race, your own ethnicity, even if it's not getting nowhere. And in the black community, it's a lot of things. It's not just broken homes in the black community. It's a lot of things that is slacking in the black community, that is left behind, that is behind, that's slacking. Okay, it's a lot of stuff that's slacking in the black community. It's a lot of stuff that's slacking. It's a lot of stuff that's failing in the black community. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to sit here and try to make like, you know, you should just continue to be loyal to black guys. Why? Why that same energy ain't for black guys? When black guys decided they wanted to marry out, why people didn't have the same energy for them? I don't like the fact that black guys always get grace, but black women don't get grace. Black women get bashed and slandered and bullied, harassed, stalked, blackmailed, exploited, get judged, get insulted, get threats sent to them, get degraded, get bashed for loving on a man that's not black. Why is that a crime for loving on a man that's not black? especially if you've been with them all your life and you dated them all your life and you doing them was married to them. I don't see what the problem is. As a content creator, it surprises me and it baffles me on how people really feel like they own you because you black. They feel like because we are a black nation, they feel like they own you. They feel like they have ownership over you. They feel like they got control and power and authority over you. That shit is so weird to me because even when I was dating black guys, I never felt like I owned them. I never felt like I had any control or power or authority over them. I never got mad because I don't have control or access over them. That shit is weird to me. So what I don't understand about some pro-black people, even when it comes to some pro-white people, they believe in what they was raised up as, conditioned and programmed, that you don't supposed to mix race. It's some black people that feel the same way. You don't supposed to mix race. It's an abomination. You don't supposed to mix race. You don't supposed to be with the opposite race. I do not get this because God loves everybody, no matter what color you is. He created us all. And for Christians understand, and Christians only. He loves everybody, no matter what color you is. He have no respect for person. He loves us all. We all are equal to him. So it pisses me off when people love to try to sit here and say, "Oh, you shouldn't be married to a black man. You shouldn't be married to a black man," and then turn around and get married to a white man. The audacity, the blackdacity, the biasness. It's like when black guys, when they decide they want to do something, they get grace. I'm not going to give them grace like other black women do. I'm not giving them grace. They're wrong because they was the traitors first. And they was the bed wenches first. And they was the pets and the slaves first. Why? Because they be want privilege. Why? Because they be want validation. Why? Because they be want acceptance and approval. And they are the token. Black guys, they are the token. The token ones, the ones that wants to be seen so they can be able to brag and boast, so they can be shallow and judgmental, so they can look down on their own women as if they're better than them and they know better than us. But in their mind, they think they is. Black women got to be self-hating because they don't want to marry or date them anymore. That's an entitlement. Look up entitlement. Some people need to look up entitlement. When you feel like you is entitled to your own race, your own ethnicity, your own group of people because you so pro-black, yeah, you need to stop being so weak-minded, gullible, and naive and delusional. Stop letting people shame you. Have your own mind. Have a mind of your own. Stop letting the black community make choices and decisions for you. And for the open-minded black women, them the ones that I know that I can really reach out to, the open-minded black women. Them the ones that you can't shame because they done been through They done been through so much heartache and pain, just like me. They have, like some other black women, they done been through so much heartache and pain, and they done been through so much trauma that, and you be blinded. At first, you be so blinded to black love. You be so gullible and naive and weak-minded. You be so delusional and in denial when it comes to black love. You really wanted to be black love. A lot of black women wanted black love so bad, but it just didn't work. If it don't fit, you can't force it. I'm a strong believer in love who you love. And I'm tired of people always trying to say race don't have nothing to do with it, to try to just use that as a scapegoat. So you won't discuss the problems and the issues that goes on in the black community, just try to sweep everything under the rug, when in reality, a lot of black men need therapy, just like a lot of black women need to be in therapy more. It's a lot of black guys that need to be in therapy. That's the only thing that's going to help, so it can be better, more better, healthier, productive black marriages, black love. In reality, how is you going to have black love if it's not healthy, if it's unhealthy, and it's toxic, and it's stressful, and it come with nothing but chaos and not peace? And it comes with nothing but unhealed, unresolved trauma in the black community. And you so pro-black, you can't see through this. You so pro-black, you can't see through your brothers and your sisters is suffering because you is shaming them, and you been a cop blocker because you don't have the guts to date out your race or marry out your race. You shaming your black brothers and your black sisters to just continue to settle with a black man, when you know deep down inside it's not going to work, but you hoping and wishing and praying that it's going to work. If you pro-black, I have told y'all this, you can unsubscribe. Bye. Y'all is not going to hurt me by y'all unsubscribing, because I have people who genuinely just support what I say, and they know that I'm telling the truth. I don't give a fuck about who unsubscribe, because you still going to be trying to be nosy and see what's going on my channel, baby. Hit the unsubscribe button. I'm not going to miss you. People who still be so deeply rooted in being, oh, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter to when it comes to black guys. Black lives don't matter when it comes to black women being unalived and getting killed by their own men. Black lives don't matter then. Do black lives matter? When black women lose their life and get unalived by everybody, do black lives matter? No, it don't. So mix me with that BS. Because I'm going to say what I want to say. This is my channel. And I have told y'all, that's y'all fault. If y'all studied, got in y'all feelings and felt some type of way, or y'all saw it as an intimidation or a threat, y'all could have been unsubscribed, because I told y'all I'm not pro-black. I've been told y'all that's not what my channel is about. So you dumb and you the dummy if you've been subscribed to me the whole time and you know I'm no longer pro-black. I'm no longer, No, I'm not going to say that I don't feel like all lives matter. I do feel like all lives matter. But it's not just black lives that matters. So yeah, if you a black man and you feel some type of way about me uplifting white men, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not a black king worshiper. I'm not a Tyrone worshiper. So I'm not finna worship and praise black men. Y'all worship and y'all praise y'all preferences and y'all other races of women. But y'all get mad when y'all own women, what y'all see it as praising and worshiping other races of men, but y'all get mad, not all of y'all, but some of y'all get mad when y'all see y'all own women worshiping and praising other men. Leave black women the fuck alone. Stop trying to insert yourselves and drag yourselves and give y'all irrelevant opinions and thoughts and 2 cents about black women, because we don't give a fuck about y'all. That I unapologetically, I mean that from the chest. We don't give a fuck about y'all. We been left y'all alone. When it's gonna come a time when y'all just gonna learn how to mind y'all own business like we do? We mind our own business. We don't care about what y'all got going on. We mind our own business. We don't care about what y'all have going on in y'all male-centered spaces. Now, you got those pit me black women, they the ones that be so desperate and want to be in y'all spaces. Divested black women, we are not trying to be in y'all spaces. We don't want to be in y'all spaces. We don't care what it's about because we know what it's about. We don't be in y'all spaces. Y'all be in our spaces. Y'all don't get our consent or our permission to be in our spaces. All right then. He said, uplift your pockets and surely bring a child from other relationship. That's right. Uplift my pockets and surely bring a child from another relationship. Ha ha, bye. Yeah, these men sit here, honey, and they get mad when they see their own women marrying out, and they do it. And like I said, they hypocrites and they contradict themselves. And I'm gonna tell them about themselves until they stop doing it. I'm gonna keep telling these black guys about themselves. For the ones who always love to contradict themselves, I'm gonna keep telling themselves about themselves until they stop doing videos about it. Because they love doing videos crying and whining and complaining about black women bringing up race. It just triggers them and it hurts their ego so bad when you bring up race. When you say that white men are better than black guys, they get mad about that. They hurt their ego so bad. When deep down inside, some of them know that it's true. It's no similarities, baby. It's no comparisons. Y'all are nothing alike. Y'all was raised up differently. Most black guys grow up in broken homes. Most black guys do not have their daddy and their fathers together along with their mothers. It don't be a two household. Most of them grow up without their fathers in their life to teach them anything. These men do videos, or these men do reaction videos, whining and complaining 24/7. These men do podcasts. These men be on TikTok crying about black women having a like, having a type, having a preference, having a lust and a desire for not just them anymore. And that's what they can't stand. So if you don't just like them no more, you self-hating, you hate yourself. Black women do not hate themselves. We hated ourselves when we was dealing with y'all. See, that's what they fail to realize. We hate ourselves and we feel at the bottom. We feel like we at the bottom and we feel like we at the lowest of the low when we are with Tyrones. We feel like we hate ourselves. We don't hate ourselves. We hate ourselves when we keep being loyal to men that ain't worth being loyal to, that ain't worth even getting a plate from you, let alone your body and your wound. That is what you call being loyal, too loyal. And some black women are too loyal, okay? Too loyal. And you still got black women to this day that's being race loyal. You still got black women to this day that's being race loyal because they so pro-black. Oh, you dating the oppressor. You marrying the oppressor. You is the black man's enemy. I don't give a fuck about being their enemy. They is our enemy and our oppressors. The majority of them, they think like a white man. They operate like a white man. They are our oppressors. They are the ones holding us back. Okay? So I don't care how many people try to sit here and say, oh, you is the enemy of the black man. Once you date out and you marry out, you is the enemy of a black man. You is the enemy of a black man. Baby, I don't care about being an enemy. You think I care about making enemies with black guys? They always have been our enemies. They always have been jealous of us, and they never going to admit it. Some of them never admit it. Some of them do, some of them don't. They always going to be jealous of us, envy of us, and in competition with us, see us as a threat and be intimidated by us, and they preferences going to always feel the same way about us. You think I give a fuck? As beautiful as I am, you think I care? As many options as black women have, do you really think it bothers me when black men comment and say that I'm a bed wench, a white man's whore? And what pissed me off is it be your own people that shame you. Oh, remember what happened to black people? Remember how black women was done? Remember how black women was abused and treated and used up? Yes, their ancestors did that. Their ancestors did that. So because their ancestors did that, you're going to be biased and you're going to say that they are their ancestors, and basically they don't do the same thing that their ancestors did. They're going to abuse black women. Basically, that's what's being said. That okay, it's weird, and it just make you feel like, oh, black women are thirsty and black women are desperate. What about black guys that are thirsty and desperate for races of women who may not even want them across seas, and they going over there to get a passport? We ain't gonna talk about that, but we gonna try to just make it look like black women are desperate because they decide to date out and marry out of their race that make them desperate. No, that's the better option of men and the better group of men. And you just got to be careful when dating out of your race. You got to have caution and be smart and be intelligent and have beauty and brains and be intelligent and not just have street smarts, but have book smarts. If that make you self-hating and if that make you racist, that makes you prejudiced, or whatever the case may be, let it be. It is what it is. If black women are traitors because they want to date out and marry out, then let them be traitors. We are with the best traitors in the world, baby. We'll be traitors. We will be traitors, okay? And I know some pro-white people feel the same way when it come to their own kind, when it come to their people, that they are traitors. They are their enemies. It's an abomination. Some people just look at it as it just disgusts them. It's just a disgrace. It makes them so mad. I just can't believe you dating and marrying out of your race. I just can't believe you with the ones that oppress you. That's old, that's played out, that's tied out, that's washed up. We tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that. Oh, I just can't believe that black women are dating and marrying their oppressors. Oh, I just can't believe they had these kids, these mixed biracial babies. It's an abomination. It should be that same energy should go for black guys when they make mixed kids and biracial babies. And yes, it should be an abomination, but is it an abomination? No, it's not, because they always get grace for every fucking thing. Don't call the police on the black man. He's been through so much. He's been through too much. Don't call the police on the black man. The system oppress him. The system oppress him. The government oppress him. Y'all black women got it made because y'all get food stamps and y'all can file taxes and y'all can do welfare. Y'all are the welfare queens. Child, please. The system don't just oppress black guys. The system oppress black women too. It's not always easy for us to get a job because the color of our skin. You think it's always easy for black women to be productive and get a job and work? We are African American. Don't you know it's some people that see us as a threat, that's racist and prejudiced, and they intimidated by us, by our skills, by our smartness, our intelligence, our mindset, our thinking. Do you know that? So I'm tired of this. Like this, I can't wait to one day everybody just come together as one, and everybody come together as equal. It shouldn't be, oh, this only for pro black, only black lives matter. No, all lives matter. A white man life matter. A white woman life matter. It shouldn't just, I'm tired of it being that way. And since I've been dating out of my race, I see things totally different. There are a lot of black people out here that is racist and very nasty and very, very disingenuous and very disrespectful and rude to Caucasian people. Y'all want to force that down people's throats so bad. And to the pro-white people, I feel sorry for y'all. Because y'all is not going to stop y'all own kind for being what y'all call nigger lovers. Y'all are not going to stop y'all own kind for dating or from dating what y'all call niggers or marrying niggers or being nigger lovers or all the rest of those derogatory names. It don't matter the skin of your color. Love is love. And that's just something that y'all can't stop. And that's why they go no contact with y'all and just love y'all from a distance, because they know y'all racist. And a lot of y'all not going to admit that y'all racist or y'all used to be racist. Some of y'all will admit that y'all hate black people, jealous of black people, envious of black people because of how y'all was raised, how y'all was programmed, conditioned. It's the family tree, you know. So a lot of people just funny, you know, I tell people like, you don't have to subscribe to my channel. You don't have to subscribe to my channel at all. Like unsubscribe, because this how it is. This how YouTube is. This how it is. If you don't like something, I don't get some people. If it's something you don't like or agree with, or it intimidates you and it makes you frustrated, it make you go in defense mode, it offend you so bad, why is you watching that person? If I don't like something, I'm just going to unsubscribe from that person. I'm just going to unfollow that person. Why you trying to low-key make an argument when ain't nothing going to change that person's mind or convince them? Some people are just weird. Like, if you want to unsubscribe, baby. Unsubscribe. You're not going to hurt me because I got people who support me. So if you want to unsubscribe. I don't care about you unsubscribing. You think I care about that? Do you really think I care about you unsubscribing? I do not care about that. You is not going to hurt me because you unsubscribing. You should have did that. You should have did that the first time. This person wrote all these comments as if I was going to read all this. I'm not finna read all this. I don't know why these trolls come in here thinking that I'm finna read all this stuff. I'm not finna read all this stuff. Y'all be wasting y'all time when y'all come in here writing all this stuff. Because I'm not finna read all this. I'm not finna read all this stuff. Y'all waste y'all time when y'all come in here and y'all write all this stuff. I'm not finna read all this stuff. I just seen that. I seen that at the last minute. But anyways, okay. So, yeah. These men get mad, honey, because these men are, what you call it, hypocrites. And I ain't see that till the last minute. He talking about some get a job. Get a job. Do you got a job? Why you asking me to get a job? Do you got a job? That's why I say these men are crazy, honey. And then they have some weird names. Like, they be trying to be white guys so bad. They try to be white guys so bad. They try to be white guys so bad. They know they'll never be able to be white guys. They really see white guys as a threat, and they're intimidated by white guys because they know white guys have took their women and ain't giving their women back. That's what they be mad about. But I didn't see that to the last minute. He talking about some get a job. Do you have a job? Do you got a job, sir? Do you got a job? Is what I'm curious about. Do you have a job? I'm talking about these men be mad, honey, because they hypocrites. They hypocrites. I don't know how many moderators I got, but I thank y'all. I don't know how many I got, but it be telling me. I forgot YouTube tell you when moderators been on did something, but I thank y'all. But anyways, I just, this is crazy to me. I'm sorry, like, I'm not sugarcoating this, but like I said, I ain't see that to the last minute. But anyways, he talking about some, nah, just get a job or whatever he said. He said, nah, just get a job. But anyways, like I was saying, I said what I said, and I'm not changing my mind. Both parties should get grace in the black community. Now, when it comes to the pro-black community, I wish that some of them will realize that when their kids get older, they cannot make their kids' choices and decisions. If their children decide to marry out their race, it's nothing they'll be able to do about it. They gotta heal their racist, prejudice ways, because it's a lot of them that are very racist. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not saying, I'm not taking nothing back what I said. And I'm not saying anything wrong. It is what it is. Some black people are very prejudiced and racist, very biased when it comes to race, groups and ethnicities, the issues and the problems that go on in the black community. And then they make racist preferences feel comfortable and bold and brave and cocky to talk about what's going on with black woman and black man, what's going on with the relationships, what's going on with the marriages, what's going on with the roles, and all these type of things that they shouldn't even be able to speak on. But then when black women come out with something, for some reason, black guys always feel like they always supposed to insert themselves. You cannot insert yourself in black women business all the time. Mind your business. You are some weirdos. Just like every time a lot of women be saying, it could just be some other races of women, not always black women. Other races of women can also agree, and other races of women they'll be like, you know what, I'm not finna live in poverty. I'm not finna live in struggle love. I'm not finna live in the trenches. I'm not finna hold a man down. I'm not finna go 50-50 with a man and split bills. And guess who gets triggered? Guess who we really hurt? Guess who really try to shame women And guess who really try to manipulate women and gaslight women into going 50-50 and splitting bills? Black guys gets mad when you say you don't want to go 50-50, and they get mad when you be with men who telling you that you don't have to go 50-50 and split bills. That piss their ass off every time. It gets up under their skin. They have to do reaction videos to it. Why when black women talk about going 50-50 or anything else that's controversial, it goes viral. It goes viral every time. Not just on YouTube. That's why I keep my stitches cut off. Because I don't want no dusties replying to me. Because I know they will. And see, the thing is, this one black dude, he commented, he told me something. I really don't want to say nothing, but I know I might get in trouble. He was basically saying what some love to say to try to shame you and guilt trip you and make you feel bad for it. Dating out of your race and marrying out your race. Basically what he was saying is, you can find good black men. Good black men is everywhere. And basically it's an abomination for black women to date out and marry out. Baby, you racist. And I just unfollowed him. Anyways, he was a friend, but he was pro-black, and he was that type of pro-black. Well, he can't see nothing, or he can't see nothing but two black people being together. So yes, I got him off of my TikTok. Because what we not finna to do is you not finna sit here and try to make black women feel like because they are talking to other races of men and not just Caucasian men, that they are your biggest traitors. Because let's be real, in reality, black women have never been traitors. Never been there. But people love to try to throw that narrative out so they won't look like the bad guys, so they won't look bad, so they won't feel bad about themselves. They say that black women are traitors. Let's clock it. Who really are the traitors? Who really the traitors in the black community? Who really the traitors? Who really the traitors? Who really oppress their women? Who really jealous of their women? Who really intimidated and see their women as a threat 24/7? Who do videos crying about their women options, about their women dating choices? Who constantly cries about their women, how their women act, how their women dress, how their women seen in society, seen as when it comes to society, how their women think, how their women talk, when it comes to baby mama culture, when it comes to ratchet culture, when it comes to the sexy reds and all the rest of these things. Who oppress their own women more? Who tear down and talk down and make fun of and bully and insult and belittle and degrade their own women? What group of man does that the most? Black guys. You don't see no other group or race of men degrading, insulting, belittling their own women. If they do it, they doing it off camera. You don't see too many of them. It's not a high stat and percentage of them talking about their own women, talking down on their own women, bullying their own women for how they dress, for how they act, telling them that they less than, telling them they ain't got no options, telling them that they at the bottom when really they at the bottom, and really it's just them trying to make you stay with them till they make it to the top. And then when they make it to the top, they ain't even gonna be with you. They gonna be with the woman they really want to be with. After you done been Barbara the Builder and build them up, they gonna go to the woman they really want to be with, the woman they really love, the woman they really desire, the woman they really lusting after, the woman that they really want to be with. They gonna be with that woman. They not gonna be with the one that help them and build them up and help them financially when they was down and in the trenches and held them down. They not gonna worry about that. They're gonna forget about those women. They always do. And the preferences get the same treatment 10 times worse. But you know why some of them they rather be with other races? Because they feel like they're going to have a certain type of privilege. Not just different cultures, but at least they won't be looked at as what they hate. They hate their own futures. They hate being a black man. So they're going to try to do everything to erase that. And because you got token black women out here, you got token black girls. They think that all black women are like that. Stop trying to put all black women in a box. Because all those different, baby. And all our experiences are different. I hate when people try to project and deflect. I hate when people try to project their experiences on one black race, project their experiences on black women as a whole, as if we are a monolith. Try to project that onto us because we dating out and we want to marry out. Project that onto us. Well, it ain't gonna be no better. How you know that? How you know that? You don't know this person. How you know it ain't gonna be no better? How you know this person ain't gonna treat me better? How you know you don't know what the fuck you talking about? Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you talking about. You just being biased because you racist and you don't see a black woman. You don't see a black woman being with another race. You don't believe in it, and that's not your beliefs, and that's okay. I do not care how people feel. I do not care about their feelings. I'm not trying to protect nobody's feelings or emotions when it comes to the black community. Fuck that. We've done that enough, and that's the problem. Coddling and babying Tyrone's was the problem. Coddling and babying them and making everything easy and smooth for them so they can just have everything where they can just sit on their ass and not be productive and be the least productive and have the most divorces. When it comes to other races of women, they have the most divorce rates. The biggest divorce rates. It don't matter how much they marry out of their race, it's not gonna last because they haven't healed from their internalized issues and problems. Trauma, childhood wounds, unresolved issues that they feel like it's their women responsibility to help them, to stay with them while they down. They want their women to be their mothers. And they have mothers. It's not our responsibility. Black women are going to rest and black women are going to be stress-free. See, Tyrone's, they want to continue to stress you out. Because they stressed out, they lonely, they bitter, they resentful, they unforgiving, they evil, they toxic, they narcissists. They need to work on themselves. They need to work on their ways, but they don't want to because they have too much ego and pride. They don't want to work on themselves, but they want to feel entitled to their own women and tell their own women, you're dating the oppressor. You're a bad wench. You're a bad wench. You're dating the oppressor. You're marrying the oppressor. You was the black man's enemy. And then they love to say, oh, on the behalf of all, to the behalf, they try to speak for all black guys and say, oh, on the behalf of all black guys, thank y'all. Black guys, continue to get your passports. How long they been getting their passports? How long y'all been getting y'all passports? And not because of y'all. Certain people can't even go cross seas because of y'all. Y'all done played out so bad and washed out so bad. Y'all so washed up. And y'all say older black women that become older hit the wall. Over 35, you done hit the wall. But I done seen black guys all my life. Well, you can just look at them and you can literally just tell that these men have they look like what they have been through. You talking about hit the wall. You talking about erectional dysfunction. You talking about having to take Viagra. You talking about having to pay for kitty cat just so you can feel young all over again. You talking about getting hair implant for your hair. You talking about getting hair implant, dreads. You talking about going to the strip club just so you can meet up with a young girl to try to manipulate her to take care of you and be an in-house caregiver and babysitter. You talking about ending up in a nursing home because you didn't value your woman and treat your woman right, so you ended up in a nursing home? Because you was too stubborn that you didn't want to listen to her because you felt like you was the man of the house and whatever you say goes. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that. This is why so many black women date out and marry out. Just like some black guys love to say, they love to try to blame and fault and blame shift and put all the blame on their women when really they know it's them and they is the problem. They is the problem and they been the problem. They create broken homes. They create baby mama culture. They push it, they enable it, and they delusional and in denial about it. They create kids that they're not responsible for. They sit here, some of them, they continue to make kids and be deadbeats and be sperm donors. They continue to be from relationship to relationship, marriage, before they heal. They don't get themselves time to heal. They just jump from person to person and carry on that same trauma to their present and future relationship or marriage. They're not marriage minded. They don't believe in marriage. They believe in sneaky link. They believe in debt. Situationships. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy to me. As a black woman, from what I have seen since I've been dating out of my race, don't nobody get shamed as much as black women. Black women always get shamed for being with other races of men. This is what I see 24/7. These men may like they happy, but these men really jealous of their own women for marrying out and dating out. Give us a break. Give us a break. Leave YouTube, leave TikTok, go focus on your mental health, go to therapy, leave black women alone, and focus on yourself at this point. Because these men cannot stop ranting about the interracial trends. And there are new interracial trends that I can't wait to share with y'all. But the interracial trends and the interracial challenges, these men always see that as competition. We are not trying to be in competition with Tyrone's. I wish they'll stop feeling like it's competition because it's not competition. In reality, a lot of us really just don't want to deal with them no more. We dealt with them for the longest. We just ain't with it no more. We just ain't. We don't hate the brothers, but we just ain't checking for the brothers like that no more. We just ain't checking for the brothers. A lot of us just not checking for them no more. And that is the part that really hurt them, because they know that a lot of black women, more and more and more, the more eventually when all black women become more open-minded, they know it's going to be over with, because the more black women become open-minded and be curious of dating out their race or marrying out their race, they know it's going to be over with for them. But you can't take away all the times what they know they can't take away. What they know they can't take away is all those times they have bullied their own women, insulted their own women, belittled their own women, shamed their own women, stalked their own women, harassed their own women, threatened their own women, abused their own women in many ways, and not just physical, emotionally, mentally, physically. They know they can't take back from when they have neglected and abandoned their own women, neglected and abandoned their own children. They know they can't take none of those things back. It's too late. They time been over with. They expired. Like old stale milk, they have expired. And they know their time is over with. And their time is gone. It's time for black women to thrive, to keep thriving, baby, to keep thriving, okay? To keep shining, to keep embracing, to keep being happy. Go where it bring you peace at. Go where it bring you peace at. Black women need peace, not chaos, not drama, not baby mama drama, not all the rest of this other unhealed mess. Black women need peace. Black women need to rest. And that's what a lot of black women are doing. Resting in their femininity. It was not forced. It just naturally happened. And naturally, the woman was just feminine. And she's in her feminine era. She feels comfortable. She feels safe. She feels protected. She feels stress-free. She feels peaceful and at peace. That's what it's all about. Some people keep failing to realize black women who divest is divesting for many reasons. Because they was loyal. How long? And how long did a lot of black women beg Tyrones to get it together, to work on themselves? But they would try to project it and deflect it onto you. And they would try to say, well, you ain't no better than me. Well, if I need to work on some things, you need to work on some things. We need to work on things as a whole. We all need to get it together. We all have failed each other. That's how pro-black people think. We all have, when it comes to the black community, we all have failed each other. We all needs to work on things as a group. That is not true. We all have failed. We all need to work on some things. We all have failed. We all have, we all have failed. We all have did this and done that. But in reality, it's black guys. It's the black men that failed their women. They failed us. They failed us as community. They failed the black women in the black community. This is no longer being protected and swept up under the rug. It is what it is. Black women are at peace and black women are happy. Black women have found their true happiness, okay? Men are going to be men at the end of the day. You're going to have different experiences, but your husband is still out there. But that don't mean that your husband is going to be African American. Oop. Clock that T. Some people want to keep being gullible and weak-minded and naive. Well, I just feel like you need somebody to protect you, baby. A lot of black women, we know how to protect ourselves. Do y'all know what kind of self-defense objects? Do y'all know what kind of self-defense tools we have to protect ourselves? And y'all really listening to these black guys manipulate y'all and play with y'all and tell y'all, oh, black women just need somebody to save them. That's why they putting other races of men on a pedestal when they cannot speak for us. Stop trying to speak for us. Y'all think y'all know what's going on. Y'all don't know what's going on. But y'all think y'all could just be able to say, oh, they been put on a pedestal. They been worshipped. They been praised. It's weird. It's weird because you can do all this and that same man can treat you no better. But really, in reality, a lot of black guys, they just don't want to be the bad guys. They be wishing and praying for something bad to happen so they can be able to gossip like women, and they can be able to say and be sassy and be able to say, oh, well, you know what? Brad, Chad, this, that, and the third, divesting going wrong, swirling going wrong. It didn't work out. They didn't work out. It didn't work out. They didn't work out. See, dating other races of men are no better. We all have the same problems. We all have the same issues. No, we don't. Absolutely not. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Y'all stop putting them lies out. Stop lying to y'allself. Stop lying. The system is not created like that. The system not built like that. Why do y'all think white supremacy exists? The hierarchy. All of these things. Why do y'all think the patriarchy, all these things, why do y'all think that these things exist? Why do white supremacy exist? A lot of black guys are rooted in white supremacy. They want to feel inferior and superior. And they want to be delusional about it. They want to be superior and inferior. And because they can't be superior or inferior, that hurts them because they want to be superior. They want to be up there with those other groups of men. But how can they make it to the other groups of men, the other groups of male, when all they do is dog their own women, and then they'll get with other groups of men who is racist and prejudiced and hate and is jealous and are intimidated and see their own women as a threat. They will sit here and they will make jokes and mock their own women. Sit down on a podcast and do it. That's how much some black guys hate themselves. They try to erase their futures of them being black. Okay? And they don't want to admit it, but they don't have to admit it because you can tell and you can see it. These men will make like they don't want women who wear fake hair, then get with women who wear fake hair. Don't like women who wear lashes, get with women who wear lashes. Don't like women who wear makeup, get women who wear makeup. Don't like women who get BBLs, get with women, marry women who get BBLs. Don't like women who are not fit enough. Will end up with women who is skinny and petite and watch everything she eat, everything she drink. Good, and let me just go on here to speak about this. Black women be minding their own business, and you always have the shallow, judgmental, biased, one-sided, fat phobia community that always love to hate and be jealous and be envious of black women. They see it as competition, okay? It always got something to do with gluttony. Gluttony this, gluttony that. If a person want to be gluttony, if a person is plus size and they want to be gluttony, if a person plus size and they want to eat, let them eat. It ain't come from out of your pockets. Leave them the fuck alone. I cannot stand people who just be want to hate on somebody because they plus size. Stop trying to project your insecurities on other people. And then when you get backlash, you try to hide. You try to hide and hide your hands. You try to throw a rock. Or you try to hide a rock and you try to hide behind your hands after you done been the bully trying to insult this person, belittle this person, degrade this person because you feel like they are less than, or they're not worthy, or they're less value because they like to eat. It don't matter how big that person is. If they ever be on Dr. Now, or if they ever be on any TV, television, they don't need somebody trying to be their doctor 24/7. But when it comes to plus size women, you know, when you're a plus size woman, and they, you know, you got some people that love to say that it's that, you know, a lot of people try to enable and support and enable body positivity. Body positivity shouldn't bother people because at the end of the day, you should feel good about how you look regardless. But these channels that always love to sit here and be jealous and hate and be envious for no reason is a bad look, and it's nasty work, and it's insane, and it's weird, and it gives weirdo vibes, and it's creepy as fuck to me. Because why is your concern about somebody else's body? It always be the fat phobic people who love to try to project their insecurities on somebody else. You is not nobody doctor. You cannot tell somebody how to eat, what they should drink, how they gonna stay fit, how they gonna lose weight or anything. You is not their doctor. You is not their dietitian. You is not their nutrition. You don't know what people are doing. It only be plus size women on TikTok or YouTube that people love to talk about. And it be different people. It don't just be your own people. It be some white people that is very biased, that is very jealous, that is very hateful, that is very envious for no reason, that see that as an intimidation, and they see it as a threat, and they see it as you pushing and you promoting body positivity, you promoting somebody to be obese and die. No, the fuck, we not. That's not possible. You cannot promote obesity. And I wish some people would stop saying that people promote obesity. Ain't nobody promoting obesity. You is just being a fucking hater because you don't feel happy with yourself, and you don't feel happy with your life, and you don't feel happy with the way you look. You don't feel happy with your body. So you gotta hate on a plus size woman that's minding her own business, ain't messing with nobody, ain't bothering nobody. You need some views, you need some clout, you need to get paid. So you just want to sit here and you just want to talk about a woman that's plus size because you feel like she deserves less, and you feel like her body is disgusting and it's a disgrace and it's promoting obesity. Those channels make me sick on my stomach. I block all those channels. I cannot stand people that is fat phobic, because fat phobic people are people who got bullied as kids and they never healed from that trauma. And you can tell when they do videos or they do reaction videos about people who is plus size or big, they never really have anything positive to say or good to say. It's always something negative or bad. And then they give their experience. Your experience is your experience. You cannot force your experience down other people's throats. You cannot promote your experience down other people's throats. You cannot project your experiences on other people's motherfucking throats. Down other people's throats. Those type of channels gets on my nerve because it's jealousy and it's hate. It's jealousy and it's rooted in hate and it's rooted in envy and it's rooted in competition. Plus size women can never breathe, can never just go outside and just have grace without people hating on us being a cop blocker. Every time plus size women want to do something, somebody always got to be haters. Leave us the fuck alone. We're not messing with y'all skinny community. We're not messing with y'all petite community. Leave plus size women the fuck alone. I don't care if they black. I don't care what race they is. Leave them alone. Leave people the fuck alone. Anyways, I just had to put that out there. People are weird. Without your permission or your consent, people still would do videos about you. And I told y'all, I have had this experience where a person can get so obsessed and infatuated with you, they don't even know you in person. They is a complete stranger to you. And they will literally use your content and put it on their channel to get views, to get clout, to get subscribers. Those are dick riders. I never been a dick rider. Never been a dick rider. I might do reaction videos on somebody, but I'm not gonna sit here and be weird without this person consent or permission and use their video to put on my channel and do a reaction video to it. That shit is weird as fucking. You need help and you need to have your brain and your mind evaluated. Somebody that love you and somebody need to give you a hug, baby. I never understand those types of people. I would be very afraid to use somebody else's video without their consent or their permission. I would be very afraid to use somebody's video. Anything can happen. You can get copyrighted. Defamation of character, cyberbullying, harassment, stalking. You can get flagged. You can get reported. Your YouTube channel can be terminated. Anything can happen when you messing with somebody's content and when you messing with somebody's videos that's not yours. That is dangerous as fuck. I don't mess with that. I don't understand how some people be so bold and cocky and brave and be so obsessed and infatuated to use somebody else's video to get views and get subscribers. Just to talk shit, just to talk shit. This person don't know you. You don't know this person. You don't know this person behind closed doors. You and this person don't actually know each other. Y'all strangers, but you want to sit here and use this person content. You didn't ask this person, can you use their video? And you refuse to take the video down. So what really pisses me off, y'all, and what I'm really passionate about is everybody coming together. I used to care about how people look at me, how people see me. I told y'all I don't care about that no more. Why? Is because I'm seeing more and more. I'm not the only black woman that have always had a country side to her. I have many sides to me. I'm not trying to mimic. I'm not trying to impersonate who I am. Who I am is who I am. I cannot help that growing up as a child, I have always liked it country music. I always liked that. Hannah Montana. All those things. However you want to put it. I grew up on Hannah Montana. I grew up watching Miley Cyrus. I grew up watching those things, okay? I've always had a countryside to me. I hid that countryside, and I told y'all why I hid that countryside. But I'm seeing more and more and more and more and more. And I'm learning more and more and more that really deep down inside, you can't worry about how people see you. You can't worry about how people see you. You can't worry about how people feel about you. You can't worry about that. Because at the end of the day, that's their problem, not your problem. It's for them to fix. That's their problems to fix and solve, not yours. And a lot of things that happen in the Black community is not Black women responsibility to clean up the mess. It's not our responsibility to clean up the mess. It's not our responsibility to clean up the mess. It's not our responsibility to make things right. It's not our responsibility. It's not. So I wish people would stop trying to put that responsibility on us, because it's not our responsibility. Now, when it comes to the race loyal pit me Black women, it's their responsibility, not ours. It's their responsibility. Six the Goddess and all them type of Black pit me's, it's their responsibility. We have nothing to do with that. We have divested from all of those things. So it's not our responsibility. It's not. As a whole, it's not. So I wish some pro-Black people would stop just seeing things one way. Stop just seeing things one way and one-sided. Because it's not like that. Because if your kids get older and they decide they want to date out their race or marry out their race, what you gonna tell them? Oh, you can't date your oppressor. You can't be with your oppressor. You can't marry your oppressor. It's an abomination. It says it in the Bible. It's an abomination. So you're gonna use those scare tactics, and you're gonna shame your child because your child feel like a Black on Black relationship didn't work out, or a Black on Black marriage didn't work out. You're going to shame them for wanting to date out or marry out, especially if you have done it. That would make you a hypocrite and you contradicting yourself. I'm just saying. Everybody raised their kids different. Everybody raised their children different. But when you racist, you racist. And some people don't want to believe they racist. They want to keep telling themselves that they not racist. I'm not racist. I'm just pro-Black. I'm not racist. I'm just all for my people. I'm not racist. I'm just all Black lives matter. All lives matter. Not just Black lives. In reality, I had to realize this. All lives matter. It's not just Black lives matter. I'm sorry. Get mad with me all you want to. But all lives matter. You're going to have good experiences. You're going to have bad experiences. You're going to have unhealthy experiences. It's life. But your husband out there, your wife out there, you can't give up. You can't give up. I'm not going to give up. I don't care how many different experiences I have. It's not going to make me start back limiting myself and settling. It's not going to make me limit my options. It's not going to make me close my options. When I got many options, I'm not finna do that. And I know what I'm not just hearing, but I know what I'm seeing. But until there come a time where Black guys really just root for their own women the way they root for them and support them, until there come a time where they really just genuinely just root for them with no hate or disdain or envy or jealousy or animosity, and they really just genuinely just happy for them, and they don't want to have control or access to them no more, and they don't just want it to be a man's world, it's going to continue to be racism and division. When it comes to the pro-Black community, it's going to continue to be division because they can't see you with nobody but somebody that's Black. They can't see you with nobody but And they love to bring up this ancestor stuff. And I already talked about that. When it comes to the ancestors, how y'all know how the ancestors feel or think or see things? You don't know. You don't know. So you can't speak on that, and you can't say that. You can't speak for them. You can't say what your ancestors feel or what your ancestors think. People kill me with that. Give it a break. Shut the fuck up. This is why I do not support some pro-black people, because they do too much. You can be pro-black, but you so pro-black that you don't want to realize and you don't want to see for yourself that all other races of people are not black people enemy or oppressors or abusers from slavery, segregation, how you want to put it, the Great Depression, back in the Jim Crow era. Y'all want to shame people that look like y'all, that y'all claim y'all support and y'all care about and y'all love. Y'all want to shame people because they have the guts to do what y'all can't do. So y'all rather try to shame them and throw scare tactics. Oh, it's an abomination to the black community. It's an abomination to y'all. Not everybody. It's an abomination to y'all. Y'all feel that way. Y'all view us as that way. Y'all see us as that way. Oh, it's an abomination. It's an abomination to the black nation. It's an abomination to the black nation. The black nation don't supposed to be mixing with other nations or not supposed to be mixing with other races. That's how you feel, baby. Everybody do not feel that way. Everybody don't feel like that. Everybody don't feel the way you feel. Everybody don't see things the way you see things. Everybody don't view things the way you view things. I wish some of them would educate themselves because they sound dumb as hell when they talk. I had to divest and I had to walk away from so many black people that I used to be subscribed to and follow, because I have realized a lot of black people is racist as fuck. And they can't hide it. They can't hide it. The faces, the mugs that I hear about, the looking down. But black women don't do that. Black women don't make mugs, and black women ain't rolling their eyes, and black women ain't looking down on black guys when they see black guys in public or on porn with different races of women. We're not doing that. We're not looking down. We're not mugging and making all kind of facial expressions like, you the enemy. You the enemy. Burn your black card. You ain't black no more. You went to the other race. But they doing that. Give us a fucking break. All the dusties be on TikTok. All the black dusties be on TikTok. Give us a fucking break. Give black women some fucking grace. Okay, give us some grace. Give the black women ancestors, give them some grace. They sure need some grace, okay? All that slaving they did back in the day, being people nannies and mammies, okay? They sure deserve grace, but we ain't gonna beat them. We gonna be better than them. We ain't gonna be like how the great grandmas was, the great aunts, the great nieces. We ain't gonna be like them. We gonna do better, okay? We gonna choose ourselves. They didn't choose themselves enough, but we're going to choose ourselves. We're going to be selfish when it comes to self-love and loving ourselves and choosing the right partner for us, choosing the better option. Make the best decisions and the best choices when it comes to our dating life. It's a problem when black women want to just be by themselves. It's a problem when black women just want to exist. It's a lot of black women that don't even want to be married, don't want no kids, don't have no kids. You got child-free black women out here that get bashed and get slandered and get bullied. These men are jealous of everything. These men jealous and hate when you choose yourself. They jealous and they hate when you with somebody that don't look like them. They jealous and they hate what they ain't gonna ever be jealous or hate on. When is gonna come a time when black guys just gonna learn how to just mind their own business? I'm waiting for it to come a time when they gonna just learn how to just mind their own business and stop having themselves looking like dick suckers, dick riders, cheerleaders, sassy with nails. I'm waiting when they gonna learn how to mind their own business and stop inserting themselves into something that ain't got nothing to do with them, something that don't exclude them. When is they gonna learn how to mind their own business? Mind the business that pays them. When is they going to do the same thing that we do? We hear about a lot of things that they do. We see a lot of things that they do, but we don't talk about it. We don't speak about it. We don't speak on it. We don't recommend it. When is they going to learn how to mind their own business? When is they going to stop feeling like they are those guys because they're not? When are they going to stop feeling like they are so superior and inferior because they're not? When is it going to come a time when they are going to stop speaking on things they shouldn't speak on? Especially the ones that are married to white tea women. For the black guys that are married to white tea women, y'all need to shut the fuck up. Because what y'all say is irrelevant and y'all ain't got no voice. Not even on TikTok, y'all got a voice. Shut the fuck up. Stop stalking and harassing y'all women. Stop throwing threats at y'all women. Stop threatening y'all women. Stop belittling y'all women. Stop insulting y'all women. Stop bullying y'all women. Stop trying to talk down on y'all own women when y'all know y'all gonna need them. Stop trying to degrade them. Stop trying to make them feel like they less than. They not nothing without y'all because they is. Stop trying to act like they need y'all because they don't. Who needs a man in these times? Who needs a man? When you can take yourself on a date, you can buy yourself flowers, you can buy yourself roses. Yes, when men do that, it's a good feeling. But you can do that yourself. Hell, don't nobody need no man for that. And that's what y'all do not want to admit. Y'all, that what really hurt y'all. Y'all know that women do not need y'all asses. That what hurt y'all. A woman can't survive without a man. Women can't survive without men. How long have women been surviving without men? Just perfectly. Full of peace, baby. Full of peace. Nothing but peace. No chaos, no drama, no none of this, no none of that. None of that. That's a tiring narrative that needs to be thrown out the fucking window. That women cannot survive without men. Yes, they can. Stop saying that women, it's the end of the world. Trying to fearmonger women. It's the end of the world if you don't get a man. If you're not in a relationship, you don't get married. It's the end of the world. You're gonna die. You're gonna die alone. You're gonna croak. We're gonna croak regardless. When it's our time, we're gonna go. We're gonna croak. Okay? Leave it alone. Shut the fuck up. When is it gonna come a time when they are gonna mind their own business? When it don't involve them, they love to involve themselves in something. They love to be in something. They just love to be in something. They love to insert themselves. They love to be excluding themselves in the type of way where they don't exclude themselves. They love to put themselves in conversations and topics that have nothing to do with them. And they want to talk about these narratives, and they want to talk about these rhetorics. They want to talk about these talking points. They want to talk about these advice points that they call themselves trying to give. They want to talk about these tired out talking points, these raggedy narratives. And stereotypes, they always talk about those stereotypes, and they know we don't give a fuck about that. Those stereotypes, they don't play it out. First of all, for one thing, Jim Crow created those stereotypes. We don't give a fuck about no stereotypes. Stereotypes do not define Black women, and it don't view us. Let's talk about the stereotypes that Black guys have about them when it comes to oppression. Them feeling oppressed because of the system, because of the government. Ain't that's the excuse ain't that's the lazy excuse that they always use, and we ain't living in those times no more? See, a lot of people don't like me because I understand I'm too real, I'm too blunt, I'm too transparent. I'm not trying to protect no feelings or no emotions. I'm not trying to protect that. I'm telling you the truth. So you can realize you need to stop being delusional when it comes to Black love. Stop being delusional, baby. Black love ain't gonna get you nowhere. Stop being delusional. It's over with. It been over with. Can you still find it? Is you still just gonna wait around until you find it? That's what you gonna do? If that's your choice and that's what you choose to do, be my guest. And I'll sit down and eat some popcorn with you while you wait on your healthy, established Black love. I will sit here and I will root for you, but feel sorry for you at the same time because you've been delusional about Black love. You've been delusional about Black trauma. Black generational trauma. It goes down to generation to generation to generation to generation, and it's not going to stop. A lot of Black guys having mommy issues. And they really mad with their daddy, but they too coward to take it out on their dads. So they take it out on their mothers. Okay. The mommy issues is not healed. The father wounds are not healed. A lot of these men are not healed. These men are immature as fuck. Some of them don't even know how to carry a cordial conversation like a gentleman. They gotta be asses about everything. All they know how to do is give you disrespectful pet names. All they know how to do is when they get mad, they call you out your name. All they know how to do is not have self-control or discipline. They are the least productive. They are the biggest cheerleaders. They are the biggest oppressors. They are the biggest failures. They are the biggest incarcerated men. They get locked up more than anybody. They get locked up the most. They get locked up the most. And people talk about the small percentages of bad other races of men that's out here. So many people is so obsessed and infatuated and focused on the small percentages, and it makes them feel so good to be able to say, oh, a Black woman got unalived by a Spanish man or a white man, or a Mexican man. Some people feel so good to be able to say, oh, well, black women, they getting unalive and they getting raped by everybody, from everybody. Don't nobody really love them. Don't nobody really care about them. Don't nobody really uplift them. Don't nobody really give them grace. Don't nobody really appreciate them. Don't nobody really value them or respect them. That's all men. All men feel the same way about black women. When in reality, people know that's not true, but that's the lie that they want to tell to themselves. No man is perfect. Every man come with flaws, but a man that truly really care about you and love you and value you as a woman and respect you will work on his ways. Even if they unhealthy ways, he'll work on his ways. Now, when men are hiding things, men will ghost you. Every man do that. They will ghost you. Every man, only the men who are like to hide things, feel comfortable with hiding things. Not man enough, they will ghost you. They will go MIA on you and they will disappear. But that don't mean that you're supposed to just give up and just say, you know what? I'm just going to stop dating out of my race and I'm just going to go back to black guys. That's going to be your biggest mistake, baby. Your biggest mistake. And it just baffles me how some people really feel like because you date out your race and you marry out your race, that means you no longer black. You now is white passing and you white fishing. Whatever they be trying to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, so because you no longer want to deal with black guys, that mean that you got to be a Ku Klux Klan or something. Which I'm not saying that it ain't some black women who don't be with the Ku Klux Klan, because it is. But why every black woman got to be crucified? Because they want to be with other men, and it ain't just Caucasian men. But I feel like the ones who really get the most hate when it comes to black women, the most men who get the most hate is white Caucasian men, because they don't want them to date the sisters or they don't want them to marry the sisters. These men get the most hate because they are dating sisters and they're marrying sisters. They're proposing to sisters. They're putting rings on sisters' fingers. And they like, oh, no, 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 no. They whining them, they dining them, they buying them flowers, they buying them roses. They're courting them. They're courting them. They're pursuing them like men supposed to do. They're letting them know that you are the prize. And I had to win that prize. And these men is intimidated, and these men see it as a threat, and these men see it as competition, and these men are jealous, and these men feel like, oh, you have to change yourself. You have to change yourself to be with a white guy. It's funny to me because a lot of black guys change their personalities and they change who they are just to be with white women and just to fit that privilege or that type of superiority. So superiority, okay. To be superior or inferior, they change their personalities. They change the way they talk. They change the way they act. They change the way they dress. They change how they listen to music. Everything in the book. But when some black women do it, it's a problem. See, this is why I say that these men in the black community is the problem. And long as they keep pointing fingers and faulting their women, they're gonna forever be behind, and they're gonna forever be left behind, and they women gonna keep leaving them behind because they don't want to realize they the problem. They won't look at themselves in the mirror and realize that they are the problem. They want to keep blaming and faulting instead of just looking in the mirror, realizing it's them that failed, and it's them that lacked in everything. Education, everything. Okay? The 1% of black guys, I already done talked about them. I ain't finna keep talking about the 1% of black guys because I'm just not finna keep talking about the 1% of black guys. It's not, for what? It's not worth it. But I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Okay? I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Y'all know I'm on a social media break. Like I told y'all, I got a lot coming, so y'all just stay tuned. I got a lot coming. Y'all is gonna love these new interracial trends and challenges. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is how when y'all know that the Tyrones be jealous, because every time black women wanna show off their other races of men, it ain't gotta be a marriage. It could just be them talking about their relationship. Every time a black woman wanna show off, and be seen with their men on TikTok, every time they come out with an interracial trend or challenge, Tyrones want to go right behind them and copy off of them and mimic what they are doing. Instead of them being original, coming out with their own stuff, they got to always copy off of black women. This is how you know black women got talent. Because every time a black woman come out with a trend, what they do, they go behind their trend and they copy off of their trend and they show off their women. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Y'all, when I do come back and y'all see me, y'all gonna see some LED lights. Y'all are gonna see y'all gonna see me with a microphone. Y'all is just gonna see a lot of things. I still don't know if I'm gonna ever do the green room or any of that, but I know that I'm gonna be switching up when it comes to the backgrounds. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Be blessed. I said what I said. I'm not taking it back. I'm not taking it back at all. To my moderators, I want y'all to let me know who y'all are. So, I can know who my moderators are. Because I know some of y'all be taking care of these trolls, and I thank y'all for that. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. I will be back. Y'all know I be posting shorts and stuff. But y'all, I'm finna start sharing these interracial movies that I've been talking to y'all about. I'm gonna share these interracial movies with y'all. And they some good. Let me tell y'all something. It's some good interracial movies on Tubi. Please check them out. It shows how much Caucasian men love on black women, and it made me feel so warm and cozy and oozy inside, y'all. It don't give me butterflies, it just make me feel good. But please check out the interracial movies everywhere, y'all know that. But y'all, I've been in a chokehold when it comes to interracial movies being on Tubi. Please check out the interracial movies that be on Tubi. The first that y'all need to check out, it calls Adam Loves Evelyn. It's on Tubi. It's a good movie. Please check it out. I recommend it. It's a good movie. It's so good. It's a lot of interracial movies. I'm going to share some of them with y'all, and I'm going to screenshot them, or I'm going to screen record a little bit of the movies and edit them a little bit, because, of course, all interracial movies are not PG. So I'm going to share it with y'all. To the other races of men that know how to treat us, we appreciate y'all. We support y'all. To the ones that is marrying the sisters, we really support y'all. We really do. No animosity, no jealousy at all. I'm all for black women dating who they want to date, marrying who they want to marry, whether if it is a black man. Even though I done told y'all I don't see myself being with one. when I see black guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I see them, it remind me of my past. It remind me of my traumatizing past. Not trying to be funny, no shade, but it remind me of my past from when I was dealing with Blackistain. It remind me of my past. And like I have said, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Is there some decent, fine black guys out here? Yes, it is, but I'm not interested. Mentally, I'm not interested. Physically, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in them. They just not my cup of tea no more. I don't hate them, but I'm not attracted to them like that no more. I don't have a weakness for them. I don't see myself being married to them. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Um I will be back, y'all. I just want y'all to understand, and I just want y'all to know that, y'all, we are doing it as an interracial movement, interracial community. We are doing this, and we are getting this together, okay? So yeah, and a person that's trying to bring my child up. First of all, I could have had all together. I would have had, to be honest, I would have had no cap. I would have had I would have actually had I would have had 2 kids. Rest in peace to my daughter. Anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I will be back. I'm going to be posting a lot of things. This is, people know what kind of channel this is, so this channel is for anybody. I saw an Asian, so it's more guys coming over here for the black women, and I love it. This one Asian, he was looking for I think he told me he was looking for a Spanish woman, and I told him he could just look up where he can find a Spanish woman. But it is other races of men coming over here. They feel comfortable. They know that I told them this is, because I did let, other races of men know that this is, when I did my whole video about Caucasians, this is a safe space and a safe place for them to feel comfortable and come over here. So they can come over here. Caucasian men can come over here. Spanish men can come over here. Latino men can come over here. All of them can come over here. All races of men. Because this channel is about black women exploring their options. And if they is interested, they can shoot their shot and they can talk to them or whatever, or do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all grown. But I will be back, y'all. All groups is available over here. Is no discrimination. It's Caucasian men, Spanish men, Mexican men. I don't care. Is all groups and ethnicities is welcomed. Okay, I don't care. I got proposed to. I was in a relationship with he was an Indian and he was mixed with some more things. But anyways, like I told y'all, I didn't get proposed to until I started dating out of my race. Really just started dating out of my race. I was dibbling and dabbling then, but I don't feel like if I was still dealing with black guys, I would have never got proposed to. Because they just didn't see me as marriage material. Because let's be real, black guys are whores. They are whores and man thoughts, thirsty, desperate, don't have no respect for themselves, insecure, seek acceptance and approval from other people, want to be seen so bad, so they gotta shine, flex in front and stunt like they got it all together, but they don't. But anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I will be back.